Hello, I'm Abigail of Ground and Grow Yoga, and today I have a nice sequence that you can do while relaxing on your couch. So, I'm always trying to find ways that I can bring yoga into my normal everyday life, and this is one of the things that I do when I'm going to be watching a show or watching the big game, and I want to make sure that I'm still taking care of my body and listening to what it needs. So all of these movements could be done not in this sequence, and I hope that you do take them and use them while you're hanging out and relaxing on the couch. It's just one of those things to really help grow our practice because every little thing does help and counts. So hop on your couch and let's get started. Come to sit on the couch and notice how you're sitting. Sit up nice and tall, and then experiment with allowing yourself to sink back into the couch and then sit up straight. Back into the couch and then sit up straight. So this is very much like our cat-cow position, but we're just experimenting with seeing where we are on our sit bones and making sure we're sitting up nice and tall. From here, we're going to do little fist bumps into the air as if we were cheering for our favorite team, but warming up the shoulders. We often tend to slouch when sitting on the couch. Bring our arms up, inhale, stretch, exhale, release them, and do it again. So oftentimes, we're slouched, we're allowing our shoulders to get lazy, and this is just waking them back up, and then stretching them out as we reach towards the ceiling. And then bring your hands behind your head, fingers clasped together, and bring your chin to your chest. You should feel a pretty intense stretch in the back of your neck. We spend a lot of time looking down at our phones and our computers and things like that. This is a nice stretch for the back of the neck. We're kind of putting some weight with our hands here. Inhale, bring the arms out to goalpost arms. In goalpost arms, we're working on opening up through the chest. That is our main priority as we breathe in and out. In and out. Making sure that we can breathe nice and fully and allow the chest to expand on the inhales. So come back into that finger clasped chin to chest movement and think as if you're very disappointed in what's happening in your TV show or what your team is doing. Just letting your head hang, adding any pressure with the hands, and then back to goalpost arms. Inhale in and exhale. Inhale in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, expand as much as you can, and exhale. Now, come to the front of the couch so you're sitting right on the edge. Flex your feet, and then allow yourself to stretch forward. So you should feel this in the back of your legs, but make sure you keep your shoulders down, not inching up towards your ears. And you can stay here. You can have the knees more bent. You can bring the hands behind the legs. You can experiment with coming up and down, finding this movement, but this should be a nice stretch for the back of your legs and through the back of your low back. So staying here for a moment, just really stretching it out. Slowly come back up. And now we're going to bring our feet into a figure 4 position. So like pigeon pose, only seated. You should flex through the top foot and make sure to sit up nice and tall. And this is probably a pretty intense stretch in your hips. And then you can experiment with folding forward again, seeing how that feels, or you can continue to just sit up nice and straight. This is a great stretch for sitting on the couch because it's a pretty normal way to sit on the couch. You can do it for quite a while and you're getting a nice stretch through the hips, and it's making sure that you sit up nice and tall. So switch to the other leg. Again, make sure to flex through that foot. And so we're consciously sitting up nice and tall, keeping the shoulders down and getting a nice stretch through the back of your hip. and into the glutes. So again, you can experiment with folding forward. I was tighter on this side, so it was harder to fold forward. But just see what's comfortable for you. So breathing here. Slowly push yourself back up. And reach your arms towards the ceiling. And then exhale, allow yourself to fold over both legs. You can keep your hands on your toes or clasp opposite elbows behind your legs. You can also widen your legs a little bit to put your head down between your knees. This is a nice stretch for the low back. Really allow your head to release. Inhale in, reach up nice and tall. Spine as long as you can. And then keep your shoulders down and exhale over your legs. Again, doing whatever's most comfortable with your arms, but you should feel a nice stretch through your back. Breathing here. Slowly roll up. And now you have two options. So you can come to the floor and you can slide up so that your knees are right at the edge of the couch. So your calves are on the couch and you lay back in kind of a legs up the wall situation. And that's a nice place to hang out even though you're watching TV upside down that way. Or you can come up on the couch and do a similar thing so that your knees are over the back of the couch. And then allow yourself to slowly engage the core and come back. So you're getting a nice stretch through the upper back, a little back bend. You can use your hands to help support you. And this is a nice way to stretch out the spine, especially if we've been curved forward all day. You can come up and engage your core for a little bit, and then allow the blood to come back up. And then exhale and go back into your inversion. So this is something you can play around with, although you shouldn't stay upside down for too long, especially if you're not used to it. And make sure you come up slowly so you don't get super dizzy. So now come to lie down on the couch, and we're going to come into our happy baby pose and play with straightening one leg and then the other leg. Just playing here. Having some fun, trying not to kick anyone else who's on the couch with you. I know my husband will be having lots of fun when I do this during the actual Super Bowl. So come to stillness. Really stretch the legs. And then release them out. Bring one knee into your chest and then bring it over so that your leg is resting on the couch. We're getting a nice IT band stretch here. If you went the other way, you'd support it with the opposite hand, which we'll be doing to the other side in a second. But allow your neck to relax to the opposite side and get a nice stretch through your leg, through your glute, through your hip. So switching to the other side. Bring your knee into your chest and then bring it over. And we're supporting it with the opposite hand. Getting a nice stretch here. Make sure you're breathing through all of this. And then bring it back and scoot yourself up so that your neck is having the arm of the couch right in the curve there. And then bring your soles of your feet together wherever's most comfortable. You can have them out far away from your body or very close to your body. That will increase the hip stretch. But regardless, bring your hands to your heart and to your belly and breathing here in a nice supported Supta Baddha Konasana. So really breathing in, letting your body expand, and exhaling. This is a really nice place to hang out. Again, you're getting a mild hip and groin stretch. So you're still actively stretching, even though you're very much relaxing in this pose. So push yourself up slowly so you're in a seated position again. And you can come back and do any of these poses while you're hanging out on the couch normally. Thank you for taking this time for yourself. Namaste. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and leave a like.